One of the things that we're starting to see more in the United States and Canada is the use of LNG as a marine fuel. It's very popular in Europe already, and it's mainly because of the emission requirements in and around Scandinavia and in Northern Europe. We're just starting to see that happen here in the United States and Canada, and it's mainly driven by the requirement for low emissions or clean harbors. Some of the first marine applications that we've seen for LNG in the work environment have been at the Harvey Gulf facility in Port Fourchon in Louisiana. We've provided equipment to measure the energy value of an LNG bunkering system. The application is essentially they're using LNG to fuel their work boats, their work fleet. And they're doing this because, number one, it's more economical than using diesel fuel, but number two, it's a much cleaner solution than using diesel fuel.
You have sensors, and you want to capture data associated with a defined process. You know, whether it be performance of a car at a racetrack, or whether it be the LNG, transferring LNG from this vessel to that tank. What has been put in place here by Mustang Sampling, of course, is their LNG vaporizer and associated gas chromatograph, and also the SoftView LNG software running here in the control room, which basically pulls in data from that instrumentation 24/7, captures that data, saves that history. You want to monitor that whole process. You want to save a history of data so that you can, of course, produce accounting information that's needed, commercially, but also if there's any important abnormality or abnormal event that happens, you can go back and analyze it to determine what caused the event, etc., and therefore create even a new parameter that needs to be monitored in order for your technology to be at the peak of performance, because you are monitoring and fine-tuning your application continually for this. And that is something that Mustang Sampling has been doing for years, and is amazing just where they've gotten.
We anticipate that 10 years from now we'll see LNG operating in significant quantities up and down the Mississippi, all around the Intercoastal Waterway, certainly the Great Lakes. Most ferry fleets, I believe, eventually will be operating off of LNG. New York are talking about it currently, just simply because it's a much cleaner fuel than diesel fuel. Natural gas is the cleanest of all fossil fuels from an emissions point of view, which makes it a very good fuel from an environmental point of view.